Well, welcome back to Nefti Give Me 5 2023. I'm Paul Robinson, and you know what? Today we are going to continue our pitches and continue our way around the globe as we head for Vietnam. You guys ready for the second pitch?
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, well now we have from Vietnam, Ty An and Ha Tran.
Let's see what they have to say.
Hi, welcome.
Hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
We are looking so forward to hearing your pitch.
So really, whenever you guys are ready.
Thank you so much. I would like to say hello to everyone. And also, I would like to ask if the director, he doesn't speak English, so can he pitch in Vietnamese first and then I'll translate it real quick.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Ok. Nhưng mà chính trong phim Đường về hai thôn sẽ lặp đi lặp lại một ký ức, không phải bởi vì ký ức đó đẹp mà bởi vì anh.
So he said that if you were to choose one memory to relive over and over again, what would it be and why? Our main character also chooses a memory to relive, but not because it was beautiful, but because he was trying to live out all of the possibilities that could happen to that event, the what ifs and the could haves. So our main character is Thu, a 20-year-old groom, a very young groom who is on his way to pick up the bride in a limousine. Inside the car, there's an ad playing about NEFT Vodka, which basically describes NEFT as the taste of happiness. There are people singing karaoke in the background. The song is called The Way to Two Villages, which is also the name of the movie. It's a popular wedding song in Vietnam. So Thu is basically stuck in a time loop. And every time, no matter how hard he tried, the car would still get into an accident, because as long as he's still in the car, it would crash inevitably. When finally, at one moment, he realizes what he really wants, and he gets off the car, and he finds himself lying on the grass holding a NEFT bottle in his hand. He's feeling tremendously free and very happy. This would turn out to be the happiest scenario for him, for the main character. But none of that really happened. In reality, the car would keep running and go to pick up the bride. There would be no accidents. He did get married eventually, and he is now 40 years old in his living room with his wife and kids singing karaoke, the song The Way to Two Villages in the background, and he's holding a regular traditional Vietnamese vodka bottle. And he's watching a NEFT commercial on TV, and he's thinking about the happiest scenario that could have been, his taste for happiness.
So it's kind of like a groundhog movie where the same thing happens every day, but because he has a drink, it avoids the crash, and then they live happily ever after?
So in reality, he did get married, but he's very unhappy with his current life. So when he thinks of that event, when he went to pick up the bride in the past, he always thought of it as an inevitable crash, because it led to an unhappy ending.
I do have a question. I think I have this thing where I hear a great idea, but I'm like, how the hell are we going to pull that? Like, because it sounds good in the mind, but with the budget restrictions that you have, are you showing this, like, just enlighten me, are you showing this crash, like, on screen? Do you have because you mentioned that you're going to be playing a song that's famous in Vietnam. Do you think the budget is going to be enough to get the rights of that song? Is it practical? It's a great idea, but with the budget that you have or that you're given, do you think the whole production is going to be practical?
So for the car crash, it's not really going to happen on screen because our script, we want it to be nonviolent. So every time when there's a crash about to happen, there would either be a sound or something that would turn, and then the time would start over again. The filmmaking in Vietnam actually doesn't really cost that much. So when we thought of the $3,000 budget, we also had to organize and think of the script for it to be appropriately budgeted.
This is definitely up to you guys, but you know, if this is all about pitching, I mean, I know there's a total disadvantage because of the language barrier for sure, because even though she's translating, you know it's not exactly what he was saying and how passionate he is about the story. So I think we do have to give a little bit of leeway for that.
These things happen a lot. And I think the only thing that can help you in this situation, because obviously we always pitch to multicultural people, is to have clear pictures. If your pictures are clear, no matter what you say, even if we do not hear what you say, if we get the clear vision of a director, then it's fine. So I think the disadvantage is that they do not prepare enough visuals for us to understand their story.
Agreed. Absolutely 100%. That's what I was going to say, that if there is a language barrier, without some visuals, like our first presentation, we kind of got spoiled with our first presentation that was scored, how was so absolutely thorough, was able to answer the questions about, okay, if this happens, like, you know, the giant fork and spoon, then they were able to explain it. They also had visuals.
You're absolutely right. Well, you can see how the judges respond to different pitches in different ways. And with our next episode, we're going to continue our pitches as we head to Bhutan. I'm Paul Robinson. Stay creative.